As a mom who watched her daughter gain 160 pounds, here are 5 tips on how you can support your loved ones who are also obese.
Number one, accountability. In our program, we have an amazing accountability group that's just for women. That makes me feel so comfortable, and it really had helped me lose weight. I think I lost 30 pounds plus just in that group because I had to show up every day. I had to show photos of my food every day, which was sometimes not fun, but it kept me accountable. Like, hey, I shouldn't be eating that. I don't want other people in the group eating that. So I have to be an example for myself and others. And being able to tell them my weight every week and having them all cheer me on and vice versa, me cheering them on, it felt so good because it was like someone's holding space for me and someone actually cares about my results. And I care about theirs too. We're in it together. I'm not alone.
One key point here about moms and daughters is that the accountability has to be of their choice. It wasn't like I could choose the accountability partner. I mean, I introduced Penelope to her personal trainer. I, offered her a lot of different options, but at the end of the day, she has to be the one to choose. Your loved one who's also obese has to be the one who chooses. But it doesn't mean you give up. You just keep presenting opportunities, ideas, creative thinking until you find something that they're interested in and ready for. Number 2, activities. Instead of meeting at Starbucks for a frappuccino, maybe you guys meet up for a walk in the park or doing something else that requires some physical activity, or maybe you park a little further away. Now, here's the thing. Your obese loved one is going to know what you're up to, and they're not going to like it one little bit. So it has to be their idea too. They have to have some kind of willingness, or they're going to feel strong-armed or resistant in some way because they're going to feel judged. So another way to be proactive in loving your obese friend, neighbor, family member is to brainstorm with them that maybe meeting up for that usual frappuccino could get reinvented to support them and their goals and what they envision. Or maybe it's more about you and your goals, and they can just kind of tag along and get inspired.
Number 3, find groups of people that you guys can work out together with. There are some classes big movement classes, big exercise classes. Mom used to make me go to groups, but they were all skinny, fit people, and I really didn't feel good about myself in those classes. So if you're someone who's overweight and you do not want to be around a bunch of skinny people because it'll make you feel singled out, I understand. I used to be 320 pounds, but if you find some groups that have bigger people, like in dance classes, you can literally find bigger dance classes now on Safari. So just join one of those and you'll feel way more included and inclusive, but you'll also be able to get some movement in and get that weight off because it's not fun to be overweight. It's just not. Let's not lie to ourselves. It's not fun to be overweight.
And support is key. Every behavioral change modification methodology throughout time, like Weight Watchers or Overeaters Anonymous, the main component is support. Perhaps even more important than all the other information, education, and things. And in our program, we've built this incredible support system. And finding a support system that works, that people love, and that is viable, like the one I did for Penelope, probably wasn't the best idea because it made her feel worse about herself, but it gave her some good behavioral.
No. I'm going to give you props because I feel like you were doing me a solid. Everything you've done, I'm so glad you did because it helped me. It definitely helped me.
Because you think you're alone, but you're not. You're not. I guarantee there are millions of people at this exact moment that are going through the exact same thing you are going through. And if you can get yourself supported, like in a group like ours or in another group that's relevant and viable and that your loved one is interested in and open to and willing to join, it can make all the difference in the world because that silence can lead to death, quite literally, over time. And I don't know about you, but I love the people in my life so much that I'm not willing to just be silent. Number 4, have conversations. I think it's really important to have loving conversations with your loved ones who are obese. If you don't talk about it ever, it's a problem. And I think if you had someone in your family who was an alcoholic or a drug addict or someone else who had a problem, you would always be there for them to help discuss things, especially women. We love to discuss things. So it's really important to share and to care and not to judge. There's a thing called emotional well-being, and a lot of people don't have tools or people in their life that they feel safe with who can help them to be buffers or absorbers for what they're going through. Often Oftentimes, people who are obese are eating their emotions. They're stuffing their feelings down. And so if you can be a good friend or a good family member or a good neighbor and be a person that could just listen, hold space, so to say, to listen, to help with emotional well-being, that can really make a difference for someone that you love who is struggling with obesity. Oftentimes this topic gets overstepped when we're thinking about, oh, we just need to eat right and exercise. Well, it's way more complicated and complex than that.
Number 5 is reinforcing progress. Now, something that first came to mind to me was when you're on this weight loss journey, no matter how much weight you have to lose, even if you have 5 pounds to lose, that can still feel like a lot. And taking it 2 pounds at a time and congratulating yourself when you make that goal and making sure that you're celebrating yourself in some way, but not with food. When I was really overweight, I used to say, like, oh, it's a cheat day, and, like, that doesn't really make me feel good after, but, like, one of the best ways to celebrate yourself once you've achieved a goal, like a 10-pound goal, or even a 2-pound weight loss, rather than being like, oh, I have so much more farther to go, I have so much more left, what about, I am 2 pounds less than I was last week. Wow, I'm this much less than I was. You know what I mean? Like, you got somewhere, and if you look at a scale, you're only going this way, and even if you go this way a little bit and go back this way, it's still an achievement. And so really celebrating that, whether you go on a walk as a celebration or you make your favorite weight loss dessert that we have tons of amazing recipes about, whatever it is, just like a little, like maybe you buy yourself a little candle, something, or when I had bigger weight loss goals, I'd buy myself like a cute piece of clothing for my 20-pound goal or my 50-pound goal. And so it's little things like that one, keep us motivated, but also keep us honest and real about where we are in the process of this weight loss.
We'd love to hear how you support your loved ones who are struggling with obesity. Please comment below, because we would love to hear how you've had success and/or even struggles. If you're interested in more information about our Step It Up VIP program, where we do a lot of the things we've been talking about in this video, including emotional support, lots of listening with live coaching, and a number of other ways that we provide support that's strategic, that's daily, and that ensures that you won't fail. That is, if you're ready. Click the link in the description to learn more. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.